Yes. In the practical number one, communication cycle, what you need to do exactly? You have to tell me one dialogue or one instance or event where the conversation takes place. For example, an employee wants a casual leave. He writes a letter of casual leave and submits this to the HR or human resource manager. Now, the human resource manager writes one remark not approved. Now, this is the conversation. This is the conversation between an employee and a HR manager, an HR manager. So, in this particular situation of communication, the employee is the sender. The employee has one thought in his mind that he wants a casual leave. So, that thought is converted into a message. That is the letter. And the letter is written in English language. Of course, the HR manager understands English language. That's why English language was used. So, as per the receiver's capability, the sender, the employee, wrote one letter, right? So, converting an idea or thought into a code or message is encoding, which took place over here. Second thought, he forwards that letter to the HR. So the medium or the channel is the letter. You have to tell me like this. The channel or the medium is the letter. Besides that, the method of communication is verbal. Why verbal? Because the written message is there. The written message is. Method may be verbal or non-verbal. And channels or the medium of communication are many. In this case, in this conversation, the letter is the medium. Now, who is the receiver in this particular communications instance? The human resource manager. So, human resource manager is the receiver. He receives it. So, receiving the message and understanding it is called decoding. Like encoding, converting an idea, abstract idea or thought into a message is encoding. Similarly, decoding is from that message, understanding and interpreting that message and responding accordingly. That is called decoding. So, who has done the decoding over here? The receiver. Human resource manager is the decoder over here. Then he writes one remark, not approved. So, not approved is the feedback. So, feedback is nothing but the response given by the receiver. In this way, you have to tell me, right? Once the feedback is given, the role changes. Receiver becomes the sender and the sender becomes receiver. And everywhere you can have barrier. The barrier can be with the sender, the barrier can be with the channel or the medium, the barrier can be with the receiver, the barrier can be in his interpretation, understanding or decoding, and there might be a barrier during the feedback. So both sender as well as receiver should take care of all the barriers that may take place, that may distort the message or that may make the communication process incomplete or unsuccessful or maybe miscommunication. So this is the situation of communication wherein I told you sender, receiver, encoding, decoding, channel, that is medium, method, feedback, receiver. So these much things you have to share. And I have already given you 5 different situations of communication with explanations. You can take any of that video, any situation of that video, or you can have your own situation. Is that clear? So next time when you come, you have to prepare individually for 1.5 minutes. Okay? Thank you.